The expression used by the HRVP in his statement on the case of Alexey Navalny and the reports about him being poisoned by the chemical agent. He said that in general, the use of chemical weapons under any circumstances is completely unacceptable and a breach of international law. Now, when it comes to what happened around the case of Mr. Navalny, at this stage, the EU, not only the HRVP, but all the EU leaders and the leaders of EU member states were very clear in their strong condemnation of the use of this chemical agent against Mr. Navalny. We called on Russia to investigate this in a transparent and thorough manner. And it's also in the interest of Russia to provide answers to the questions, because this type of chemical agent is not freely available. It was used on Russian territory against a Russian citizen. So it's very important that it's thoroughly investigated and that the answers are provided both to the Russian public and to the international public. Now, on your questions about possible punitive measures or sanctions, at this stage, there is no investigation to point out to who is responsible. We were very clear, the EU, in our statements and reaction, that we want to see those responsible to be brought to justice. But for that, the investigation needs to be launched and need to bring results. We are not there yet, so it's difficult to speak about punishment if you don't have the responsible at this stage. So the investigation needs to take place, and then the further steps will be decided accordingly. When it comes to the other part of your question, whether the member states have brought up something, we are at the start of the process. The news broke up yesterday. Our German partners published the report from the chemical analysis, and the discussions already started in the council formations about our reaction, about what to do with it, and looking deeply into the matter. So we are at the start. The process has been launched. The EU is following this very, very closely, because, as I said, and as the statements have said, we need answers. There needs to be investigation. So the EU is following closely, discussing this, seeing and watching what will be the next steps, and then act accordingly. And on your question regarding cyber regime, I think we announced already in August some first results of this. So I'm happy to send you the necessary communication then bilaterally.
Thank you, Peter. We will continue taking questions on external affairs.